If you're seeing this video, know that it is meant for you. I'm not going to put any trending audios, hashtags, yada, yada. You get the gist. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mad. I am a psychic medium, and I'm here to deliver you guys a message today. I've been tapping into multiple different collective energies, and this energy is slightly different than the ones that I have been tapping into. I'm going to get into it in just a second, but a few announcements. One, please beware of scammers. They're literally everywhere, and I will never ever DM you first to book a reading. The only way to book a reading with me is through the link in my bio. So if you want to do that, you can only do that through the link in my bio. I'm going to put my information on the screen below so you know who's me and who's not. The other order of business, please, please, please use your discernment when watching content like this. My content, any other spiritual creators' content, discernment is like the number one most important thing when interacting with content like this. Everything that I say or that anyone else says should be a confirmation of what you already know. And, just know that like you are more powerful than anything on your screen or anything like that. So let's just get into it. So my previous video, I was actually talking about a collective where it felt like you're walking away from something. There's sort of this melancholy energy. It is a little bittersweet. I think that you were kind of seeing this coming. I want to speak to the other group that I was feeling though. So there was that one group where it felt like you guys were kind of just going through a breakup of some kind or like walking away from some sort of, by the way, this doesn't have to be a love message, but I am going to speak about it like it's a love message because that's kind of how it's coming through to me. So basically, I was also olives are popping into my head. So basically, there's another group of you that have just been single for a really, really long time. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about a sort of I don't think it's a metaphor. I really have to look. But like an example of the way that I see love and romance and all that kind of stuff, because I think it'll help you along the way to maintain hope, because that's what this message is really all about. Also, I'm hearing the name Haley. Haley, and then an M name like Mark, Mira, Malia, Sean. Oh, Kelly was popping up before too. All right, I'm not going to get into specifics too much today. I'm also seeing the color purple, which is the color of the third eye chakra, which is also another message that I want to talk about, like trust your gut, trust your intuition. There's a reason that you're single. And it's not because of you. I think there's a reason. Well, I guess it is like in a sense, but I'll get into it. There's a reason that you're single. There's a reason that you guys have walked away from a certain situation. It wasn't serving you. And, you're not going to attach yourself, for those of you who are single and have been single for a really long time, you're not going to attach yourself to a certain person or a certain situation if it doesn't fulfill your needs or if it doesn't check all the boxes. And I don't think that's being picky. I think that's knowing what you want and going for it. Now, with that being said, the example that Spirit has given me to provide you guys with is this. I like to think about it like a video game, right? So there's levels 1 through 10. We all have multiple soulmates in our lives. And this is what I believe. So if you don't believe this, like that's totally okay. But like, this is what I believe. We all have multiple different soulmates in our lives. And not everyone is your perfect person. Not everyone is your divine counterpart, your perfect match, your ultimate soulmate, essentially. Kingdom spouse, whatever you want to call it. For a lot of you, I think, no, for all of us, we go through this journey, we play this game, right? And levels 1 through 5, I think, are fairly like, I don't want to say easy because it's not easy, but like you're younger, things just kind of happen to you, life happens to you, you're growing. So at the end of every level, there's a final boss. And that final boss is representative of a soulmate in this example. So, level 1, let's say it's like your middle school relationship, right? And then you experience that and it gets you from point A to point B. And, you move on to level 2 and you date someone in high school. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there, right? And then it doesn't have to follow this exact, but just for example's sake, and so on and so forth. Now, sometimes we see people and we're like, you married that person? Like, and obviously no judgment, but like it is sort of, it makes us question things. We're like, so does everybody find their perfect person? everyone has the opportunity to find their perfect person, their perfect match. But some people, they stop playing the game midway through because it either gets hard or they get comfortable or whatever the case is. There are a number of reasons, right? So my point in telling you this is if you've been single for a really, really, really long time, that's fine. Don't lose hope. You are still in the game. You are still on track to find that level 10 soulmate. And for those of you who are single, like there's no chance of you settling for a level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever soulmate because you're not attached to anyone right now. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can see things a little bit more clearly. So anyway, the reason that I'm bringing this up is to remain hopeful that there is somebody out there that is perfect for you. It's not a fairy tale. It's not like, listen, you can't go through life thinking that everything is rainbows and sunshines. Absolutely not. But you also can't go through life thinking that like nothing's going to work out for you. And you can't go through life thinking in a pessimistic way. And the way that I see it is like your perfect match it's not going to be like perfect, but they're going to match you in the perfect ways. They're going to be that person that like complements you so well. You guys are going to have similar likes, but also you're going to be different enough where it like meshes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll have arguments and you'll have tough times and stuff like that, but it's not going to be toxic. It's not going to be unhealthy. This is going to be like a walking green flag, essentially. So I know this message was a little like, because it was a little difficult to explain a second time around. You know, I don't know why, but also a white pickup truck could be significant, or a red Ford, because that was popping into my head a lot recently, and a cactus, something prickly. Maybe you've just become a little prickly and jaded in terms of love, especially if you've been single for a really, really long time, and you're where the hell is my husband? Like, and I'm using that for ease of speaking. I'm referencing the song. This is non-gendered, obviously. So, whatever your preference is, but you're like, where the hell is my person? Like, when is this going to happen? Like, yada, yada. Like, just keep going and don't settle. Like, that's literally the key to finding your perfect person. Like, everyone is on a different timeline. Everyone is, like, I've said this so many times in my previous videos, there is no same blueprint for every relationship and every person. It just does not work like that. So just keep the faith, believe and be positive, and trust that there is somebody out there meant for you if you want it, and you will find that person. And honestly, I think as soon as you accept that and reframe the thinking a little bit, I'm also seeing a chicken as well. So I don't know if some of you have chickens. But yeah, just be hopeful, maintain that faith and understand that like what's meant for you will find you if you allow it to. But if you allow other people to take up that space and time, or, like if you close yourself off and you put a wall up around your heart, like it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. So I understand that things are tough, but like just keep pushing through. And honestly, don't be afraid to ask spirit for signs. I asked spirit for a sign recently that was so random, and I didn't think that, well, I did think I was going to see it because I'm a very faithful person, but like I told them to show me a hippo. Like a hippo, like, and you don't think that you're going to see a hippo, like, especially not where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to leave this there, but I hope that this was helpful. And I really am just here to remind you that like there is somebody out there for you. And like if you're open to it, you will find it. And just don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. And keep pushing until you reach that level 10 ultimate soulmate. All right. I love you guys so much. Rock and roll, my spiritual gangsters. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. I love to hear from you guys. And again, the only way to book a reading with me is through the link in my bio. So if you guys are interested, feel free. But otherwise, XOXO.